and Big D. That's what makes this funny. How about the Cowboys? How about the Cowboys? Some way, somehow, when it counts, just wait. They will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. I'm predicting they're gonna be irrelevant. I'm predicting an absolute embarrassment for the last decade and a half. They make me laugh. All the talent that they have is unbelievable, man. Big D, teasing you. This is what they do. Walking through weed, show up on cue. Accident, something will go wrong. The accident of the big Jumbotron. Accident, gotta recognize it's a black cat running around as a franchise. Say it with accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. How about the Cowboys?
Anytime we have a revelation on sports, we have to pay reverence to the gift that keeps on giving. Good evening. This is Four Valley Boys
Mighty
podcast.
funny, you didn't put that on there last week when they won, though.
No, but they got their ass whooped this past week though.
Yeah.
We have Michael
That's what
Andre,
I'm on
yeah,
there.
Ryan.
That suck ass shit.
Oh, your team was a suck ass team that got no pass rush.
Yeah.
I think they're there.
Hey, put that on when the Cowboy win too, though.
I will.
Okay.
I can't even talk this week. I can't say shit. I just
Nah, he
Yeah.
when the Cowboy lose, he don't say no when they win though. He has something to say.
I
when
said they
lose.
look good. They just need a pass rush. I said that last week. I said they have a chance.
Yeah,
They just need a pass rush. I just don't know where they could get a pass rusher from. Ryan, can you help me? I'm trying to think. Let me think. Where they could get a pass rusher from that they need.
I thought didn't they have one at the very beginning of the season?
They did.
I thought they had one. Oh, that's right. They traded his ass away to the team that beat my team this past week. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it all. I really do.
But thank you for watching Four Valley Boys. We thank you for those that do watch this show with us, that the loyal 6 fans that watch every now and then. We try to get big time, but just can't be great for some reason. Got Ryan, got Andre 2025. We got a lot of show to get to. We got a lot of show to get to. We got some rankings, we got some NFL, Brian Kelly, but NBA season started and it went off with a bang. And I bet you didn't bet last week, Mike, did you?
Bet what?
Thought exactly. Gambling issues with the NBA. Chauncey Billups, a current coach, and Terry Rozier, who's been in the story of investigation for the last 2 years with the NBA, were indicted and arrested on federal charges of gambling, rigging poker games, and Terry Rozier for illegal betting. Both those two people will not be paid while they're on leave.
Goodness gracious.
I guess you could say they gambled away their careers.
That's a good one there.
I guess you can't bet on black.
That's a good one there.
I'll start with Michael. Mike, what is your take on this, and where does this lead the NBA?
I think there's more to come, honestly. I think they're going to dig a little deeper and find out there's probably going to be some more guys that's going to probably get in trouble, get indicted with stuff, because I just can't see. The NBA is a huge fraternity. NBA is a bunch of fellas that knew each other, grew up together, hung out whole nine. You just can't tell me that two dudes out of everybody in the league is the one that they got caught. Them only two was involved. No, you can't tell me that. So I think it's more coming down the pipe. And I also think that we've probably seen the last of Terry Rozier's career has been going down the drain. Not necessarily going down the drain, but he's been kind of fading and getting a lot of DNP with Miami. Ain't really getting a lot of clock. So he was on the way out the league in a little bit anyway, but he didn't want to go this way. And Chauncey Billups was just starting his coaching career. He had some aspirations of being like a GM. All that's over with now.
You mean gaming commission? My bad. I'm still getting the jokes off.
Gaming commission. That man said gaming commission.
Hey, let me get my guy on right quick. He is the preeminent voice of South Florida. He's more of a voice than Dan Le Batard is to the Hispanic population. He is somebody that has been the voice of calm and reason for the blackness of America, and especially Fort Valley, Georgia. We bring Horatio Major Jr. to the stage.
Hey,
Shot Major. Shot Major.
Fellas, I need to pay for my intro.
You gonna get you coming in hot. What's your thought on these gambling charges for Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier shot? Then we're gonna get to Ryan after that.
That's tough. That's tough. What's mine? I don't know. Like, gambling is all over the place now. So I really couldn't tell. I haven't really dived into it. I mean, you hear all the sports announcers and everybody talking about, what's the betting line, the over and the under. So honestly, eventually this is gonna happen. This is like NIL. It started with no parameters, and now you're trying to backtrack off of it, and you can't. So y'all hold that thought.
I'm gonna be the first to say, after Shot, I totally agree with Shot. This is one of them things when they decided to open up gambling to certain states, and it's the majority of the states in the union, you were gonna have some hiccups. You had one here, one there in the NFL, and now in the NBA, those chickens have come home to roost, man. I'll be honest with you, I never would have thought a head coach would have thought about doing that. But we got to remember, he ain't been a head coach for 3-4 years. So that's the thing. That's what it is. He thinking like a player, not like a coach. I'm disappointed in Chauncey Billups because he's supposed to be a leader of men, but on the other side, he ain't got paid like a player in a minute. So I get it, but I don't get it. It don't make too sense.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump in right quick. I'm highly disappointed in Chauncey. You are first. Let's put this in perspective. He's a Hall of Famer,
right?
And you gambled away your career for rigging poker games with the mafia.
From everything that I've been told on that whole thing, is that these, I'm not going to say mafia, but these entities, they advertised the poker games. Hey, come play with the NBA, a former NBA great, a future NBA Hall of Famer. That's how they advertised it. And he took it hook, line, and sinker, took their money and everything. So it is what it is. But man, that is, as they say, it's wild enough.
Yeah, I'm just highly disappointed. Terry Rozier, he's been under investigation for the last 2 years. There was a story where he told his friend to bet the under on him on prop bets, and if they put a heavy bet on it, and I think the person brought home $200,000.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's one of them things you can't do that. That's Pete Rose-ish. If what they say about Pete Rose was true, that's Pete Rose-ish.
Mike, you remember Freddie B?
Yeah, I remember Freddie.
Isn't just me? Every HBCU got a Freddie B.
Yeah, Freddie B, or a little Elwood. They got them.
For 20 years strong, the Golden Arches have been at the side of HBCU hope. From visionaries.
Everybody got their own guy. Everybody got like Rochelle said on Everybody Hates Chris. Everybody got their guy for the over and the under, or that wise guy, and that's the thing, is that you got people, and people should keep their mouths shut. But if you under investigation, i.e. Terry Rozier, you need to lay low. Get down somewhere. Just play some basketball for a minute, then do your over-unders and your point spreads and things of that nature.
But y'all got to realize something. Fave say he disappointed in Chauncey Billups. But Chauncey, and just like a lot of these dudes in the league gamble anyway. Y'all heard the stories about how Michael Jordan was a heavy gambler, how they were playing cards on the plane. It was on the Last Dance show or whatever. So, I mean, him gambling, that I ain't disappointed him gambling. He just need to be disappointed being caught.
It's a difference though, Mike. It's a difference though. The thing is that, okay, Mike and them were playing on the plane. That's a private thing. That's a whole private thing. They nobody know about it. We talking about nationwide. You got umpteen sport book, the prize picks, the underdogs, the bettors. Those guys are the ones that are profiting from this. You know, it's not like, you know, that stuff didn't exist back then. Yeah, it happened back then. I ain't gonna disagree with you. It happened back then. They played plenty of cards and they had plenty of money, but it didn't come off that plane or didn't come off their butts or didn't come out of that locker room because we knew it was federal at that time, for real.
But
now,
Phillips wasn't betting no game. He just had a legal poker game, right?
Right, illegal poker game that everybody knew about. That you can't gamble. That was one thing. And then with him being a head coach, he's closer to the NBA PA than everything else, right? That's what I'm saying.
Let me get a quick ad in right quick. New to streaming or looking to level up, check out StreamYard and get a $10 discount. Go to StreamYard.com/pal/D/52941210530611120 if you want to get your stream on. All right. That's a legitimate ad.
Come see us. Hey, this is the best sports talk on a Wednesday night. If you want to get some, come get some. That's what I'm saying, baby.
A lot of repercussions and issues going on with this, man. It's more layers to it. You've seen Kevin Garnett's been part of these poker games. I think there's got to be some current players that's part of it that we just haven't been revealed yet.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Ain't no way in the world them the only two dudes that gonna go down for this. There's no way.
I mean, because Gilbert Arenas was part of it too. He just supplied the house. So I honestly don't know, but it's all sketchy. But there's still more information to come. We don't know. We know Chauncey Billups is not coaching and probably won't coach ever again. Tiago Splitter is the interim coach right now. That's the name that goes back. Tiago Splitter.
Tiago Splitter, former power forward, center with the doggone
Spurs.
The Spurs. I remember when they got him, they thought they was going back to the championship.
Well, they kind of did. They won it the year after they lost to the Heat that year. They won it in 2014.
They still had Duncan, so I'm just going off of it.
Yeah, Duncan really the 4. I mean, he plays better at the 4 than would have been at the 5, but he's too slow to be up like on a small lineup. But when we get more information about the gambling thing, I want to move on to the season of firing in NCAA, the power of the NIL and the collective. Brian Kelly is the next victim of high expectations and dollar amounts from donors. $54 million buyout. Just for edification, the guy that hired Brian Kelly in 2021 is the same guy that hired Jimbo Fisher in Texas A&M, and he is responsible for $120 million of buyouts. Mike, I want to start with you. That's a good gig if you get it right. That's a good gig.
Like I said last week or a couple of weeks ago, man, when these teams know they out of the playoff hunt, they gonna let it go. I'm gonna let these guys go. Brian Kelly is is a kind of a creature of habit, man, in a situation where you got to stay competitive with Alabama and Georgia,
Yeah,
Texas
Ole Miss.
A&M, you know, and it's kind of unfair, man. Like the world we live in, man, this is kind of unfair that a productive winning coach is fired because he couldn't keep up and do ABCD. That's the world we living in now. But I think Brian Kelly never really got his footing at LSU, and Brian Kelly might have could have stayed at Notre Dame.
Yeah, he's more of a northerner. He didn't fit in at all in the South. His personality did not mesh with them. And I think he'll be the perfect candidate to go to Penn State.
Penn State is perfect for him.
I'm gonna say this. I knew that he won the perfect fit. If y'all remember one of the first interviews that he had, they started talking about he took on a Southern drawl when he first got there, and I actually thought that LSU was going to actually be something this year. I mean, actually, to be honest with you, they done lost 3 games now.
Mm-hmm.
They can still make it to a major bowl, and they still got some kids from next year. But if I was those kids that are the seniors, play for yourself. Don't play for Brian Kelly. Play for yourself. I'm talking about like your Perkins, your Harold. Is it Harold Perkins, Mike?
Harold Perkins ain't no senior.
Well, he ain't coming back to LSU. He ain't coming back to LSU, but I would play like your hair's on fire, similar to what Florida's going to do this weekend. But them dogs going to take care of that. We're going to stomp that fire. But I would definitely. It's not in the coach's hands anymore. It's really in the players' hands now, because you have that tag for whoever the coach is of an intern. So you don't even think you don't know who's going to be there next year. You don't know. So play your football the way you play your football. Don't worry about everything else.
Man, if I'm some of them dudes like Harold Perkins, I'm done for the year. That's a wrap. Either I'm going to get ready to go to this league, or I'm going to jump in this transfer portal. I'm out. And you talking about go play in a major bowl, man.
I mean, you do.
Hey, hold on, no, don't stop right there. Name me the major bowl now. If you ain't going to the playoffs, you excited by going to play in the Gator Bowl, the Citrus Bowl?
That's the only ones that's left, though, bro. I'm just saying those are the.
Bro, when they went to that 12-team playoff, the rest of them bowl, I tell you what, hey, Faye, Ryan, did you watch the Gator Bowl last year? Did you watch the Citrus Bowl? Did you watch the Liberty Bowl, the Music City Bowl? Did you watch any of those?
I didn't, but I would say that the Gator Bowl, the Citrus Bowl, and what was that other? The Gator Bowl, the Liberty Bowl, the Music. Those are bowls that those are second tier. Those are clearly second tier bowls. I will say this: those are the program building bowls. If you don't make the college playoff, those are the bowls that you got to say, okay, you know what? We were right outside of the major, the playoff. Let's go ahead and build. But they, you know what I'm saying? They don't look at it the same way me and you do, because we're, the thing about us and growing up in the 90s, Michael, we're competitors. The kids now, they want the money. They want the PT. If they don't get the PT, they out. You know what I mean? So it's just one of them things. So yeah, I get your point, brother.
Hey man, that's just like, hey boy, you had a chance to go date Beyonce. Now you got to go date Precious. Who wants to do that?
Is it Precious or is it Gabby?
Whoever it is, you want me to go from trying to date Beyonce to Gabby? Man, please, I ain't got to go to no bowl game this year, coach. And let me say this real quick. People out there, don't get me wrong about the Gabby, the Precious girl. She's a pretty big girl. She is.
She is pretty.
When you see Beyonce to Gabby, that's what it is, going to the college football playoff, then jumping down here to the Liberty Bowl. But I get your point, Ryan. Go out there and still play.
Oh yeah, boy, wow.
Say, hey Mike, say that one more time. And like what?
What?
Say it one more time.
Think about it, man. You got a chance to go date Beyonce. You can't get Beyonce. Now you got to date Gabby. Man, come on. And once again, to all the ladies out there that listen to the show, all the people out there, there's nothing wrong with Gabby. She just ain't Beyonce. That's the analogy or the reference I'm trying to make. Going to play in the Gator Bowl, Outback Bowl, all them bowls, that is not the college football playoff.
Oh God.
I have nothing else to add to that because I am not saying not never.
Favor, my line. If y'all watched the Liberty Gator Outback Bowl last year, tell me.
Oh God. I did not. I ain't gonna lie, I did not. But I will say this: as far as tradition goes, the Citrus Bowl, the Liberty Bowl, those are two bowls right off the top that I think of outside of the ones that are intertwined in the college football playoff. Those are the only two. They're the longest bowls. When I was a kid, I remember Auburn because my grandmother resided in Auburn, Alabama, worked for Auburn University, and I grew up liking the Auburn Tigers because of Bo Jackson and things of that nature. But those were the bowls that I had to follow because that's who my parents liked. But those are the ones that I remember being the most prominent outside of your Cotton, Sugar, Fiesta, those bowls. Rose Bowl, things of that nature.
So what you're saying is Gabrielle Sidibe is the Cotton Bowl?
No, I'm saying Gabby.
Cotton Bowl is one of the college football playoff bowls now.
Yeah, so I would say Gabby. I would say Gabrielle Sidibe would be like the Liberty Bowl or the Citrus Bowl.
See, when you say add the bowl on there, that makes it worse too.
Oh man, my goodness.
Oh Lord.
Let's not compare. Let's not compare to a bowl. Okay, that's just rude.
You took it over the top. You did that. You did that.
No, but you see the connotation though. Okay,
I gave an analogy.
Right,
and with the analogy, I also said, hey, she still is a pretty girl. She is, but she's not Beyonce. That's all I'm saying. Hold on. Am I lying? Am I lying? Y'all seeing something different to me?
I agree with you, Mike. I agree with you.
She's not ugly at all, but she's not Beyonce.
Now, to full disclaimer, when he said Precious, it was a player that a role that she played in the Lee Daniels Tyler Perry movie Precious. That's what he compared to, but she is a pretty girl.
That's a sad movie too. When you think about that sad movie.
It is.
Isn't it on, Ryan? You see what I'm talking about? He's about to come behind with another joke or something.
I wasn't. I literally wasn't. It was a good movie, but it was sad because she caught all the bad stuff, man. She was set up for failure. She was set up for failure. That's all I have to say about that. I want to go ahead and get to this Michael's Atwater's college football rankings presented by Not Like Us.
Hey, real quick, don't be surprised. I'm gonna throw a name out here and Fade. If you don't like the name, move on. I'm just throwing it out. Why don't LSU take a shot at Josh Heupel? Just saying. You can go on, Fade. I just threw a name out, Ryan Fade. He's a quarterback, an offensive guru up there at Tennessee. I'm just throwing a name. You want to continue? Go ahead. We ain't got to even address it.
I,
See how you
I
looking at me?
I don't see it bad. I just think that I gotta wait to see how this thing shake out. Cause these coaches ain't finished getting fired. Mike Norvell, you better watch it because you on deck.
Hold on, you say he on dick?
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about, Ryan? Hey, you see what I'm talking about, man? Oh, you got a white fade, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Or like Goldberg say, Mike Norvell, be careful because you might be next.
Yeah. Mike Norvell, yeah. So here we go, guys. So the college football playoff rankings, the official rankings come out next Tuesday. So the first edition is going to be shown live right here on the Fort Valley Boys show. This is what the rankings look like now. For those of you out there, college football playoff rankings this year, they're just seeding you 1 through 12, 12 best teams. They're taking the top 5 conference champs and the next 7 best teams, and they ranking them 1 to 12. So I got number 12, and I'm just basing off the playoffs. The lone group of 5 champ. Right now, I got Memphis. I got Memphis in at 12. I got BYU 11, Miami 10. This looks crazy. Vanderbilt at 9, Georgia Tech 8. I got Oregon 7, Ole Miss 6, Georgia 5. My top 4 seeds. I got Texas A&M 4. I got Alabama 3. Now I know some of y'all like, well, Texas A&M is undefeated. Yeah, man, but I don't think they played kind of schedule like Alabama. So I got Alabama 3. Well, I mean, yeah, Texas A&M, they did defeat Notre Dame. They done beat LSU, but that schedule Alabama done play, I salute them. I really do. Indiana 2, and the best team in college football is Ohio State. So according to these rankings, the college football playoff started today, Ryan. Number 9 seed Vanderbilt will travel to Atlanta, play the 8 seed Georgia Tech. 5 seed Georgia will play 12 seed Memphis. 6 seed Ole Miss will play 11 seed BYU. And Oregon will play Miami. Then I got right here on the side, the next round, the bowl game. So Ohio State go to the Rose, Texas A&M the Cotton Bowl, Alabama Sugar Bowl, Indiana Orange Bowl. So those are the 12 teams. The teams that's just right there on the edge that didn't make it: Texas Tech, Tennessee, Notre Dame. But there's a lot of football there. The floor is yours, guys.
Let me get a comment in when you mentioned Josh Heupel, Corey Green, C Green from C-Town, friend of the show, said that Josh Heupel is not leaving Tennessee. That's intriguing, Mike. I like where you're going. I don't think he's leaving. I don't think he's leaving Tennessee to that pressure cooker down there at LSU. I don't think he would do that. But that's for another day.
Hey, I'm just throwing something out there.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I John Gruden. I can see Nick Saban gonna have to give about $20 million a year to come out of retirement. But I don't see nobody. Maybe Urban Meyer might be a possibility. Urban Meyer. Get in negative. Ryan, go ahead. What you think on these rankings?
These are pretty spot on. I like the fact that you got Memphis is almost a world beater. Starting off the year, you got a SEC win under your belt against a team like Arkansas, even though Arkansas has fired their head coach. We talking about fired.
Fire.
One of the things that I will say is that they showed me a lot this past week going against a good South Florida team and coming out at the end. Grit, grind, heart. That's the heart of Memphis. I mean, if they didn't learn nothing from the Grizzlies, they learned that. Pretty good list, Mike. I don't disagree with anything you got going.
I think if Miami runs the table, They would have to jump everybody else out there, right?
Yeah, I would think so too.
Look at BYU has opportunity, but BYU really has a. I mean, their conference is okay at best. This the game I'm highlighting right there. Team I'm about to highlight right here could throw it all out of whack right here. These two teams right here could throw it all out of whack.
Who, Georgia Tech and Vanderbilt?
Those two teams could throw some things out of whack if things fall just right.
How you figure that? What you mean?
Vanderbilt only bad loss wasn't a bad loss. It was to Alabama. If Georgia Tech stays undefeated, Mike, and you catch Oregon another loss, and then gets a loss. If these teams up here get a loss right here, if Ole Miss get another loss and these teams catch another loss right here, because right now if Georgia wins out, and Alabama wins out, Georgia's gonna be out because they lost to Alabama.
What you mean if they win out? What you mean they're gonna be out?
Georgia, because they have one loss in the SEC, they won't be in the championship game. That's what I'm saying. If they
still made the playoff though.
They'll still make the playoffs. I just don't think they'll be a 5. What I'm saying is Georgia Tech and Vanderbilt have an opportunity to leapfrog all those teams if things break right. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's a sneaky game for Vanderbilt this weekend in Texas.
I agree. Who do you play? Texas?
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, in my opinion, is going to be that surprise team that nobody is looking for. I really think if Vanderbilt continues to play the way they're playing and they beat who they ain't supposed to be, they're going to end up in the SEC championship. Now, Georgia may, depending on who they play, may mollywop them, but Vanderbilt had a good season.
Hey, but you know something, man, and this may sound crazy. If you go 11-1, let's just say Georgia run the table go 11-1. Do you really want to play in the SEC championship game?
I'm good. I'm gonna take a break. I want that week off. I'll actually take that week off because I'm playing that next week anyway.
Yeah,
I'd rather have the week off. That's just me. Because if I lose in the SEC championship game, I still got to play the following week anyway. So I might as well not play in it, take the week off, and get ready for that. Get ready to play that team. Corey had a question on if the 5-12 play, that'd be the 4 seed. They'll play, Corey. They'll play the 4 seed. Think of the NCAA tournament, but the first 4 seeds got buys. That's about right, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. How would they be? I ain't say they'll be out of what we're saying. UJ would not be out the they would not be out. What I'm saying is I don't think Georgia will leapfrog a lot of teams if they win out. Because they already got that one loss. I don't see Texas A&M losing until they get to Texas. I think that might be a game. They play Missouri next week. They on bye this week, and I think they play Missouri next week. That's going to be a sneaky game, but I think they'll beat Missouri because their quarterback is out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, Probella broke his leg or something like that.
In the air cast, which means he dislocated something. Anytime it's in the air cast, he dislocated something. So I just don't see it. But your rankings are fine with me. I don't have no problem with them. This is of course early. The first true rankings will come out on Tuesday, y'all. So be ready for those rankings on Tuesday. So should be ready for it. Is there, before we go jump to the next subject and get on the NFL, is there any way that BYU could sneak up here in the top 4, Mike?
It go back to what you were saying, bro, about the help. They got to get a lot of help BYU could really run the table until they play Texas Tech. And something about with the Big 12, bro, you got about 4 or 5 good teams out there. They all now them teams, they want to go to the conference championship game. They trying to get there.
Yeah, they got to get there.
So
They
they
need to
get
get there.
that automatic bid. So, with that being said, man, the big and if I'm not mistaken, the Big 12 was up for grabs like this last year.
Yeah, Colorado could have had a chance at the championship game if they wouldn't have lost it.
So I mean, BYU can run the table, but I don't. It'll be a tough game with them in Texas Tech.
Corey got a great question. Let me see. Do you see an SEC team beating Alabama? Not right now. Maybe Vanderbilt gets another shot at them. Texas A&M. Those are about the two I can see beating them. Those two I see Texas A&M and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt gets another shot at Alabama. They'll beat them they'll beat them the second time. You can book it.
I will say this, and I'm not saying this because I'm a dog fan, but when it comes to them college football playoffs, Georgia ain't a team I want to see. They never quit. Now, if you can jump out on Georgia and make them make mistakes, that'll be different. But man, they don't quit, man. Like the Kirby Smart era, you get down early and you fight all night long. That ain't somebody want to play that. I gotta keep punching.
Yeah, it's that like
keep punching this dude so I can win. He ain't gonna get knocked down. He just keep getting up. I don't
that what Apollo tell his corner. He's almost he just keep coming forward. He just keep coming forward.
Think about that, man. I gotta fight these dudes all night. Ain't no league comfortable with Georgia. Look at last year and they lost the game. Alabama ain't nothing in the second quarter.
And they kept coming, even though they lost.
Not only did Georgia come back, Georgia came back for a second and took the lead. So Georgia's a team I don't think I want to see. And I don't think, as bad as I'm about to say this, I don't think I want to see Indiana. I think Indiana's a team that's going to be hard to get out.
Hey, did Ryan say they kept coming?
Oh, Ryan said, man, my goodness, dog.
Forward is after.
No, the second time you said you left the forward out.
Hey, Ryan.
My bad, dog. My bad. But they were still coming forward. They were forward. They was still attacking.
Moving forward. And then moving
they
forward.
Keep moving forward. Like Walt Disney, they kept moving forward.
So, Faye, before we go, pick the national championship game out this 12-team playoff like I just set up.
I see Ohio State and probably I hate to say it. I see Georgia and Ohio State.
No, Georgia on the same side with Ohio State.
Oh, that's them the same side. Okay, I see Georgia and Alabama then.
No, I see Ohio State, Alabama.
I don't know. Zion needs to be the game. Needs to be a game.
True that. You gotta, when the pressure is the highest, is when you're gonna see what you got. When the pressure is the highest, that's when you're gonna see what you got. With saying and I mean Jeremiah Smith, but saying like you were saying, Faye, that's when you're gonna see what you got. Pressure does two things. It bursts pipes and it makes diamonds. Let's see what we're gonna get here. We're gonna get a flood or we're gonna get a pretty rock. What are we gonna get?
We'll catch Corey up. Corey. Visions yet. So just the top two teams with the best record and beat the tiebreakers will be the teams that will meet in the SEC championship game. All right, let's quickly get to the NFL report. As we said a little bit earlier, Mike said I need to play that Cowboy song when they win. Uh, they play Arizona. They gotta win. They lose to Arizona.
They lose to Arizona, man. Arizona's not a good football team right now. They lose to Arizona, then we might just go on to pack your towels, pack your coats and everything up for this year because it's over.
I don't trust the Colts. But Mike, do you trust the Colts right now?
Faye, what else they got to do for you to? What else you need them to do, bro? They got
Me,
one of the
me
top
nothing.
offenses in football. Their defense is pretty good. They got the best running back in football, which, by the way, is can be easily in the NFL MVP race. What else you want them to do, bro?
I don't have a problem with the Colts. I just know that there's a guy over there, that guy in the AFC that wear number 15, and every time it's
I
the Kansas City Invitational. The earliest the playoff starters in the AFC Championship game.
The
I don't
problem with the
see. I
Colts
I I,
is
I agree with Michael on this one. I mean, Mahomes has been Mahomes, but let's not throw out them first three games now. Let's not throw out them first three or four where they done lost three in the first four. Jonathan Taylor been consistent, bro. The model of consistency. So I can't disagree with Mike. I can see it. I could definitely see it.
well, I think one of the reasons Faye say he ain't trusting Colts is Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones ain't never been like this. And Daniel Jones still has that New York Giants mentality in him too. So I can feel Faye. I feel him with that.
I think he was just tainted by Brian Daboll, and Brian Daboll was spoiled by having Josh Allen. And I think with I'm pivoting just a tad bit, not like Ryan Clark, who be pivoting, and he be riding on Cam Newton job now since they boys on third take ever since Cam
Oh
Newton
wow.
told his ass off. Even though Ryan does have a Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there.
Wow.
Joel Shane should have been fired, and you start fresh with a new regime. You let Saquon Barkley go, and you saw what Saquon Barkley did. Now let me pivot back to these Colts. I don't trust Daniel Jones. He showed you who he was the last 2 years. He has a great offensive line, Mike. Let's not get it twisted. The only difference this year with the Colts is they have competent quarterback play. They stay at the same offensive line. They had Jonathan Taylor, but he was injured a third of the season last year. They didn't have competent quarterback play. They were 8-9, 8-9, 8-9 with incompetent back. And they had Flacco last year too. Keep it in mind, they had Flacco. Now I think the Colts will probably go 14-3. They'll go 14-3 because they'll lose to the Chiefs and lose one more. But I do not trust them in the playoffs because Steichen has not shown me anything yet. He's not
I
shown me
would
anything.
I will say this. Who is the owner of the Colts? The lady, what's the lady?
She the daughter.
Yeah, the
It's
daughter.
split three different ways. He had three daughters. It's split.
She's the one. She's the one that's on the field. She the one the face, right?
Yeah, she's the
So
fake.
I'm gonna put it on her. She done a good job rebounding off of what we thought, because we'll be the first to tell you when we first started talking about the AFC South. And the Indianapolis Colts was a further, because we knew what Daniel Jones had done in New York, and we knew what they had in Richardson. So she's done a great job getting them thus far. I will be the first to tell you that. Be the first to tell you. Just not, one of the things is how long will it last? How long would this last? Because like we were saying, Daniel Jones, I don't see him reverting back to his old form. What about you, Mike? I don't see him bouncing back to his New York form. I see him actually being able to do his thing in New York. I mean, in Indianapolis. This is kind of what he needed.
Yeah, but when it come down to it, Ryan, when it come down to possibly playing Buffalo with Josh Allen, Kansas City with Pat Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Daniel Jones ain't even in the top 8 of quarterbacks in the AFC, just going off of history and all that. So, just him playing them other quarterbacks, that's gonna be a problem, man. That can be a problem.
Oh, I don't doubt that, but I feel like with it being what it is, not having a whole bunch of tape on this Daniel Jones in Indianapolis, that still poses a problem. This Daniel Jones, this group of teammates, I think it poses a problem. I just really do. What say you, Mike?
So what?
What you think about it?
So my AFC playoff picture?
Yeah, just that the Daniel Jones thing, man. I think it poses a problem because they don't have a lot of film on it. They don't have a whole lot with what he can do there versus what he did in New York.
And see, that's the thing too, bro. Daniel Jones didn't play just super bad in New York. He was just on some really bad teams.
And he's been injured. He's injury prone. Remember, he tore his ACL the year before last. I'm gonna pull up the standings for each conference right quick. So I'm gonna pull up the conference right here to make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are actually officially in the playoff picture now because they're finally in the 7th seed. Problem is with that, you got the Chargers above you and you got the Broncos. The Broncos actually are leaders in the division, despite lose. I think they're on bye this week, if I remember correctly. So if the Broncos lose, then the Chargers jump up. But the Chargers and the Broncos lose and Chiefs beat the Bills. I think the Chiefs will beat the Bills because they have no pass rush. Their cornerbacks are suspect. They still don't have a number 1 receiver. All you got is James Cook. So Buffalo cannot. To me, they can't sustain what they did last year. Plus, they don't have Matt Collins. Matt Collins is in New England.
I'll be the first to tell you that I really think that if Buffalo is going to do what they need to do, this is the year they need to do it. You saw last week that when you get the ball to former Georgia Bulldog, help me out here. We just said his name.
James Cook.
When you give the ball to him and versus not giving it to him, you got a whole different dynamic to your team and the scheme and everything. You got to do that because he ain't. I mean, why not give it to your dynamic players? That's just simple. That's like me and you, Faye, playing college football 26, and I don't play my starters, or I play half my starters. I'm looking for an L, right?
Not looking for it. You get one.
Right.
Because I mean, I ain't played that game about a full week. I'm playing around. I might start playing with Texas A&M, start a dynasty with them because the Alabama just what I'm doing. Alabama is just not fair. It's not fair with Kehlani Russell as my quarterback. 3rd year, I lost what's his name, Ryan Williams.
Wow.
He went to the draft. That's why he went to the draft. So after we won the national championship, of course, but in my 2nd year, because I skipped the whole 1st year. I always skip a year and then take over the 2nd year so I can see how I recruit. But I just I think the Colts will go 14-3. The problem is, I think the Chiefs will probably be 13-4. I see the Chiefs losing one more game, maybe two. I can see them losing two. If I had to choose the two, they lose two. They're gonna split between Denver, and they're gonna lose the second game in Denver. They're gonna probably lose to the Colts. But I don't think they're gonna lose to the Colts because that game is on Monday night, I believe. Well, let's go to the NFC right quick before we get out of here. Believe it or not, the Green Bay Packers are the number one seed.
I will say based on what they did to my team, I would say I believe it. They got a decent enough defense to where they can play in Jordan Love. Hey man, you made me love you last week, even though you're playing my team. 18 straight completions. Nah,
20.
bro.
It was 20.
Oh, excuse me. I was trying to trivialize your accomplishments, sir. But 20 straight completions. Hey, you made me love you, brother. That's all I'm gonna say. You did what you need to do, and that right there lets me know that your time is up. Their time is up, and your time is now.
In 2 weeks, Green Bay and Philadelphia will be playing on Monday night. The Eagles will be coming off the bye. AJ Brown might be back, and I think Philadelphia's defense Green Bay's defense is starting to come around with Micah getting to learn that system, and it helps the back end because remember Jair Alexander's in Baltimore. That's a waste of money for Baltimore because Jair Alexander hasn't even played. Mike, what do you see in NFC?
NFC top heavy, man. Philadelphia, Detroit, Green Bay, the Rams, Seattle, Tampa Bay. Man, it's top heavy. After them 6-17, man, it's a major drop off.
Not really. If you go right here, everybody's.
But as far as talent wise, like for an example, after you say Tampa Bay, what you got next? Chicago, Minnesota, Washington.
No, if you see Tampa Bay, you got Seattle. Then you got Detroit as the 5 seed, Rams, and the 49ers. 49ers is the baseline because everybody hurt.
But they still doing it though.
They still barely.
Shouts out to Mac Jones.
Which further let me know they should have drafted Matt Jones instead of Trey Lance. So, but the Bears, Caleb Williams, I don't think Caleb Williams is going to last in Chicago. I'll give him one more year after this one.
He's been balling, Fade.
The last 2 games, he's been terrible, Mike. He hasn't thrown a touchdown past 3 games. But to be fair, though, he has had 4 offensive coordinators in 1 year. So, to be fair. Well, I think Green Bay they'll probably lose 2 more games, and I think they'll hold on to that number 1 seed. I just know this: they got to beat Philadelphia in 2 weeks to have a chance to keep that number 1 seed. If you don't beat Philadelphia, you're not going to have the number 1 seed.
That's going to be a good game.
And don't forget, in a couple weeks after that, Philadelphia plays Detroit also. Keep that in mind too. That's going to be a game right there. Let me see what week that is. Let's see. We click on Detroit. They play them in 3 weeks on Sunday Night Football at the Eagles, at the Link. And then they get their revenge game on Thanksgiving against the Packers. That's gonna be a great game.
Wait a minute, Detroit and Green Bay play on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that's the 27th. Let me make sure I got my date right.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a good game.
Let me make sure I got this right because
hey Ryan, if you had to bet right now that the Ravens make the playoffs, what would you bet?
I ain't betting because I don't think I'm not gonna bet it. And the reason I wouldn't bet it is because they still got Lamar to come back. I'm saying right off me, I'm not saying they're not gonna make it. I'm saying they're not gonna make it. But the Steelers are playing very slow and sloppy. The Bengals are not playing well. The doggone Browns are the Browns. They could possibly still make a run for this thing.
I hate to say it, their schedule has lightened up considerably, and the game I thought they should have lost, they won, which was the Bears. I think you can rock with the I think I can see a path for the Ravens to go ahead and make a move in AFC North.
AFC North.
AFC North, excuse me. Shoot. Well, this show flew by.
It did, sir. It's a good show, though. Good show. Hey, let me tell y'all something. If you're watching us right now on YouTube or Facebook, tell somebody. We have fun on this show. We talk sports, but we have fun. If you know some fun-loving people, just want to get a little bit of sports in their life on a Wednesday night, hey, Fort Valley Boys show is where it's at, yo, ladies and gentlemen. Fort Valley Boys show is where it's at. Look out for our new commercial starring me soon. And y'all continue to plug up and plug in.
Y'all heard it, man. Plug in, get in, lock in. Do what you need to do. Oh, that's our show for tonight. We want to thank you for watching it. Catch us next week.
One thing. Let me get y'all thoughts on this before we get off. We got about 4 minutes. One of the big matchups of this weekend in college football is Georgia versus Florida. Which Florida team will we see? Just released their coach. Kirby and the Dogs playing really well considering what they came off against Ole Miss. Give me y'all picks. I got Georgia based on what I've seen, but I don't see it where it's going to be a cakewalk. Give me your picks.
Oh, Georgia in the landslide. Because I'm not even a Georgia fan.
That's going to be a 24-17 game.
Georgia gonna blow.
All right. There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
We want to thank y'all for watching. Tell a friend to watch the show. Tell that friend to watch the show. And if you want to donate to the show, donate to the show. We out.